Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are watching from. My name is Rafael Mbechi with Extreme News. My analysis or discussion today is based on what actually happened day before yesterday when it was on the social media that an appeal court at the FCT level, FCT, ABUJA, has re-proscribed IPOB as a terrorist group. We are not going to forget in a haste that in 2022, during Buhari administration, IPOB group was proscribed under the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, whose instruction was based on the fact that IPOB was accused of constituting all criminalities in the southeastern Nigeria, and the Holy Ghost wake up to embrace the worst painful news ever of our lives, that indigenous people of Biafra, which actually constitutes the entire Igbo man, the Igbos in diaspora, the Igbos at home, the Igbos everywhere, are terrorists in Nigeria. What a strange news. What a madness, if you ask me. Then Abubakar Malami fought hard to sustain such accusation throughout his administration as the Minister of Justice and an Attorney General of the Federation of Federal Republic of Nigeria. But the Igbos said no. United Nations said no to that kind of dangerous allegation against Igbo man, that we, the dwellers of the East Central Hemisphere of Nigeria, are terrorists. Then there were many questions that actually, began to emanate from all areas, circle of life. How? Why? How did the Igbo man constitute terrorism in Nigeria? How is Igbo man, possessing a feature, characteristics, that has actually made him a terrorist? Because Bible says that when you look them by their colors, when you look them by the kind of friends they keep, actually sometimes if you look them on the face, you will actually know whom they are. Igbo man does not look like one. We know the people that are constituting terrorism across Africa continent, their ancestral, background, where they come from, the kind of religion actually they practice. The Igbo man we know are largely Christians, Judaists, and traditional worshippers. But how did the Fulani race in Nigeria actually come out with that suggestion or accusation that Igbo man constitute terrorist acts across the north, across the southwest, across the southeast, mid-belt, core north, and even the northeast? How far? Who are the people that actually, at least wreaking this kind of mayhem on Nigerian farmers, on Nigerian, at least, that are living in various urbanities, localities? Who are they? Where do they migrate from? Where did they migrate from? How is it that Igbo man, of all people, Igbo man is living everywhere in the world, doing the agitation business in Europe, doing the agitation business in Asia, in America, and other African countries without constituting trouble to the particular countries where they live? This is a big question. But my brothers, my Igbo brothers and sisters, I have this question to ask. Why does the Fulani man have this kind of hatred, have this kind of, nurse this kind of animosity and the hostility against Igbo man, Igbo race? This is a question that has left me, off balance. I don't get my bearing if I want to give you the solution, because it has never been done, heard of before. Since the inception of this country that started in 1914, we've not seen Igbo man as an enemy of his neighbors, as an enemy of his country, as an enemy of his brothers. We see Igbo man as a people that is very resilient, so industrious, diligent, doing all manners of business, all manner of enterprises, being so industrious and hardworking, to make sure that he survives, to make sure that he converts the economy of any country, anywhere they find themselves in the whole wide world. But Fulani man, in conjunction with the Arab Yorubas, have concluded that Igbo man is a terrorist in Nigeria. This is second time such allegation has been labeled against Igbo by the Nigerian courts. This very one, it is a court at FCT, Federal Capital Territory, presided over by a Fulani man. A Fulani judge that I don't even know if he has a good certificate of law. An uncertified Chief Justice presiding over a kangaroo court to proscribe IPOB once more. This is an agitation group once accredited by Transparency International, so plausible, so credible, that is by United Nations, by United States of America, as the most peaceful agitation group in the world. Back to Nigeria here, every Fulani man, every Fulani woman, all the Fulani politicians in the north, they actually abhor the tests hate Igbo man to the level of labeling Igbo man a terrorist. See, let me tell you, the current ruling by the court at Abuja, FCT, appeal court, has actually, labeled this kind of dangerous allegation on eminent political personalities in the southeastern Nigeria. I will give their names, because the meaning of IPOB meaning indigenous people of that land, southeastern land. It is no other grammar. It's just an abbreviation telling you about the people that are inhabiting that lower part of River Niger, and we are the Igbos. And once we accuse successfully IPOB that they are agitating terrorist group, do you know what we are trying to tell the whole world? That Nkosi Okonjo-Iweala is a terrorist. Director General of WTO, World Trading Center organization in New York. Once you successfully agreed unanimously that IPOB is a terrorist, actually you have labeled Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist. You have labeled me, an Igbo man, a terrorist. If you go by the English abbreviation of IPOB, I connotes indigenous, the people of a particular land, the people of that land. Yes, P connotes persons, the inhabitants, you and I in Igbo land. O is just off. B stands for Biafra. The entire people of Igbo land are terrorists. Fellow Igbo man, fellow Biafrans, we have many scores to settle in Nigeria. There are great jobs needed to be done. Because today, we wake up actually understand that your analyst, Rafael Mbechi, is a terrorist. Peter Obi, Greg Obi is a terrorist. Chimamanda Adichie is a terrorist. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe is a terrorist. We are hearing from the horse's mouth. The Fulanis, this is an allegation that have brought upon us so lately. It was a prescription in the past as a result of hatred by the former administration of Buhari that Igbo man, IPOB is a terror group, and the court, a particular court in Nigeria, in a haste, much haste, proscribed IPOB, removed that stigma, removed that allegation that Igbo man is a terrorist. Of course, United Nations said no, that #4 most dangerous terrorist organization in the world is Fulani herdsmen. Yes, actually Igbo man is not a Fulani man. The Fulani man are people that are migrated from the Futajelo Island, Senegambia, where River Niger takes its course. Yes, they are wanderers, they are vandals, they are nomads, they are loafers. They go from place to place, occupying people's land, grazing on people's farmland. Of recent, when Nigerians decided that Buhari could be their messiah, they voted him in 2015. Buhari changed to rattlesnake. Yes, playing games politically, trying to establish cattle colony across Nigerian landmarks. Legalization, it was. And the Yorubas resisted it, the Igbos, the Midbelt, everybody in Nigerian contraption resisted that move. We said no. That was how Fulani herders, herdsmen that were grazing the entire land of Nigeria before turned against Nigerian inhabitants, the original owners of Nigeria, slaughtering and maiming, butchering and disaliving every farmers at sites on their various farmland across Nigeria were subjected to this kind of Fulani herders menace over the years. And today, we've seen ourselves once again, Igbo man as terrorists. You are welcome to our world here, but we have this for sure. America does not believe on that kind of accusation. EU member nation could not believe it because they actually witnessed what happened in 2015 when Tinubu rolled out armored tank, military armored tank with army of soldiers driving towards Abia State. It began to look like film or melodrama until they ended up at Afiaruku community, the home country of Nnamdi Kanu, at his compound, the palace of his father, His Royal Highness, Israel Kanu. They leashed mayhem on the palace of this king, killing and maiming everybody at sight. Even dogs and chicken were not left behind, because almost 38 followers of Nnamdi Kanu were disallowed, slaughtered and butchered on that palace. Until Nnamdi Kanu, who was the major person of interest, they targeted to disallow, demise, and pie him. Through Azumili, Kanu escaped and found himself in Senegal, where after 12 months, he resurfaced again in Nigeria. He resurfaced again, in Israel, Ghana, Kenya, until he was tracked down in 2021 and illegally extrajudiciary rendition back to Nigeria. Today, we are hearing another story, seeing another things entirely. There are people he has been doing this agitation of self-realization or actualization of a thing. Many of them have been set free. IGBO was doing it exactly how Nnamdi Kanu did it. And today we've seen Nnamdi Kanu, of all people, I think, taking the whole blames, penalty on his head. So this time around, your homeboy Rafa Mbechi, I have received the greatest, the worst, the most bitter pill of my life from Fulani oligarchs in the north, who have not found it easy this time around that a Southerner has actually taken the helm of affairs of Nigerian political leadership. And Fulani, they have no bearing. They have lost their balances. What they were gaining before, they could not get it any longer. That's why they've been accusing Tinubu, accusing Yoruba, accusing everybody outside. And today, they want to pie Nnamdi Kanu by bringing back the proscription that was scrapped by the court of competent jurisdiction many years ago. And today, Igbo man has been proscribed as a terrorist group. I think it is bad, very, very bad, but I'm thinking and I'm still supposing that Israel is frowning at this accusation. United States of America, United Nations as a platform that is holding the entire countries of the earth together, they are frowning at this kind of accusation. An accusation that was actually struck out in the past has been brought back, by the Fulani hegemony, the Marubas, the Marudas, the invaders, the vandals, the destroyers, the people that has put Nigeria in this kind of chaotic economic, political, and social atmosphere. I'm telling you that every woman has to resist this stigma. It is a scandal. Don't allow it to hang on your neck. Igbo man is the most Republican, a Republican anywhere they are. They come to your community, they turn your community into small London. I wonder why these tribes in Nigeria hate Igbo. Igbo man comes to Lagos, did his trading, paid for house, started living in his house, is not sleeping outside. Fulani man comes to Lagos, sell all manners of fruit, sell meat, sell this, sell cooling. They could not pay for a shelter. They could not rent a shop. They sleep outside. They ride Okada, sleeping on top of the Okada. Do they contribute to the economy of Lagos or Southwest? Igbo man does. We pay for jobs, we pay for electricity, we pay for loma, we pay for shelter, we pay for everything, even water. The water we consume, we are paying. Who is supposed to be neglected, subjugated, oppressed, and marginalized out of these two tribes I just mentioned now? It shouldn't be the Igbos. But today we have found ourselves in the circle, in the middle of people that hate us. Anyway, by the waters of Zion we sat down. There we wept and we cried. When we remembered the land of Biafra that existed for 36 months before the end of the program that compelled General Gowon to bring us together again, promising us compensation, reconstruction, reintegration. All these promises, none of them has been redeemed. Igbo man is standing on his own, estranged, embittered, neglected, manipulated, and over-marginalized. I'm telling you that the rulings by an appeal court from hell, we are not the one. Fulanis, the accusers, they are the one that constitutes terrorism across Nigeria. This is a menace that has brought us this far to at least be witnessing excruciating condition we are seeing ourselves into today. Pache Ahmad, the former media aide to Muhammad Buhari, is jumping and celebrating. Muhammad Buhari, the former head of state in 1985, then come 2015, he was elected as a civilian president, a man without certificate, a man without mercy, a man that has this kind of, let me say, mania to convert Nigerian lands into Fulani land, to convert Nigerian ethnicities who have their own original religion they practice. He wanted to change it, shortchange it for Islam. Be you Emeka, be you Chinedu. Muhammad Buhari wants you to answer Alhaji Emeka, Alhaji Chinedu. See, we have come actually a very long way to bear this kind of pain with the Igbos. Tinubu is, I don't know, doing what I don't know. Nnamdi Kanu'S is supposed to have come out before December, but today, next month, tomorrow is February. Kanu is still languishing in jail. What a hate against Igbo man. Well, anyway, I'm just, trying to sensitize the southeastern governors to wake up from their slumbers. Fulanis, Marubas, they are coming like night rain. They are coming the way they came to Turkey in the Middle East Europe. The Turkey as a country was once a Christian country until the Fulani, their agenda with their Arab world, relatives, let me say relatives or friends, that was how they went to Turkey like a night rain, deceiving them in terms of Sharia, deceiving them in terms of, Islamization, and actually Turkey was so gullible and soft. At the end of the day, at the end of it all, Turkey has become an Islamic state today. So what am I trying to say? We have come a long way. Fulani has been planning to instill or build or bring Sharia law into the southeastern Nigeria, but they could not at least succeed because Biafra is a red line. They have come into the southwest again, convincing all the Obas and the Bales that it doesn't matter, that they're going to instill Sharia court, Sharia law and Hijba in the southwestern Nigeria. Yoruba, wake up. It is time you wake up. Wake up now. Wake up now. Oni of Ife, you are an educated man. Yes. Fani Kayode, you are an educated man. You learned intellectuals in Yoruba land must stand on your feet to fight this menace. This is a menace so dangerous and perilous. I think I have to pause here. Until when I come again, I should start where I stopped. Good night, and God bless you all.